Oaxaca about an hour and a half ago, without a map and a GPS and anything like that. You kind of just go where the road takes you. You get turned around, and instead of backtracking 30 minutes, you go in that direction. I don't really have a plan, so it's nice to every now and then just pull off and have a cigarette, take a drink of water, and just enjoy the view and take it all in. It started pouring, and I mean pouring. It's like a damn rainforest jungle out here. So I found this little techo to get under. These guys right here to my right are like a taxi service. They take cargo and people. And there's people in the back right there right now, so they've got to stop too because the rain will come right into the front of it.
And out of the back of the truck pops out this lady and her little boy, and he proceeds to pull that chicken he's holding right out of her purse. I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, I continued from Huatulco on to Salina Cruz. Really wasn't much to see there, but I ran out of daylight, so I had to stop somewhere. There in Salina Cruz, I started doing more research on the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, which I was afraid to cross earlier. I'd heard about the high winds, which can be extremely crippling on a bike loaded with gear. So as I did more research, I found out that the winds really don't kick off until later in the day once it warms up. So I decided to head off early in the morning towards San Cristobal. And now these winds are really caused through there's a series of mountain ranges, and they straddle either side of the narrowest portion of Mexico, and the winds from the Gulf of Mexico stream in through this area. So once you take a look at that, you also realize that okay, you got this gap to cross, and you can probably get through it in about an hour. So wake up early, hit the road, and get through that as fast as possible, which is what I did, and it worked out fine. And got some beautiful views of these windmills, wind-generated power. So the journey continued. This great little town set up in the mountains, and there's just tons and tons of real hippie European tourists here. I mean, tons of them. It's gorgeous here, I don't blame them, but sort of strange. Apparently there's another crazy here. He's got Washington plates, but he's got a KLR, and he's got stickers from Moab and North Pole, all sorts of shit, so who knows where he's been. I'll meet him soon. And the other biker that I saw here was, his name is Jack Lowry. He's from Seattle, getting ready to move to Colorado, though. He had been on a 4-month excursion from the States down to Nicaragua and was on his way back when I met him there at San Cristobal. A very cool dude. And yeah, it was great. It was amazing to see somebody else on a bike doing the same sort of thing. and it's cool. I mean, obviously we're in contact on Facebook now, and last I heard, as of June 5th, he had made it all the way back in the States and was in Austin. So yeah, it's great.
That's right, folks. We're in Mexico, and I just found a falafel shop.
And these are called fruta rambutan, and they're pretty cheap, and they have a white core inside with a seed in it, and you chew on it, and it's sort of the mix of like a grape and a cantaloupe, if there was such a thing. And that was San Cristobal de las Casas, a really great little place. Probably one of my favorite in all of Mexico. It was a fantastic little town, high up in the mountains. It's just laid out really well. Everybody was super friendly. Prices were right. You see a lot of language schools there too. So if I had to recommend to somebody to take some Spanish classes, I would say go there. I mean, it looks just, I mean, it was just a really great, real neat little town. I would have liked to stay there a little longer to experience some more. But all in all, it was good while I was there. Had a great experience, met some great people, and yeah, and onward from there, I go to towards Palenque. And so this is the route that I'll be taking, or that I took through the mountains. And as you can see, right in the middle is a little town called Ocosingo, where I see a sign similar to this one letting me know that I'm in Zapatista territory. And as I roll up to the town, I see that there's a barricade going across, and start to wonder, you know, what's up with that. I make my way to the front of the line, and you'll see a gentleman here in a blue shirt. He comes up and he's real nice. He starts telling me what's going on. He says, no, we've got a barricade here. We're having issues with the local government, and this is the only way to get their attention on how our demands met. And so he says, dude, you're not going anywhere. You better just stay here. Even if I let you pass, there's 2 more checkpoints along the way that you're not going to get through. And so I stand there for a little while. Before I know it, there's about 20 people crowded around the motorcycle asking me all these questions. They're all just oohing and eyeing me. Not a good feeling, especially right during the middle of this. And so I said, okay, I got to get out of here. So I asked the guy if I can take the bike into the shaded, covered area on the other side of the barricade. And he says, no, just leave the bike here. And finally I convince him. I go and I talk to the commissioner in charge, the guy talking on the loudspeaker. And anyway, I just tell them that I'm just going to move the bike into the shade. So I start pushing it through the barricade towards the other side, and this lady starts screaming, "No le deje pasar el gringo, don't let the gringo pass, don't let the gringo pass." So as soon as I got across that barricade, boy, I started the bike and just took off straight down the road. And then here I come to the second barricade, and I'm thinking, okay, what the hell am I going to do here? So I kind of cut through the line, and here's the commissioner at this little gathering, and he's right there talking on the loudspeaker. So I go up to him, and I just keep pointing at the barricade, and I say, "You're not going to let me pass, right?" And I keep shaking my head up and down, and he says, yeah, you're going to be stuck here a while. And he keeps shaking his head up and down too. Well, all these guys that you're seeing here are watching this happen, but they can't hear what's going on. So then I roll up here, and I tell them, no, yeah, you just saw him. He said, okay. He said I could go through. He said everybody on foot and on motorcycle can go through. So they push the, one guy there helps me, and he starts telling people to get out of the way and to let me go by. Same thing, as soon as I got past the barricade, boy, I lit it up and headed a hell out of town. And luckily there wasn't a third barricade, but for a while there things got pretty sketchy. everybody crowding around the bike and looking at me like they wanted to take it. So other than that, that's the only sort of quasi danger that I've encountered. Everything else has been pretty easy going.